The voting machine company Smartmatic has, of course, as everybody knows, many years ago, filed a defamation lawsuit against Fox News for false claims that the network made against the company following the 2020 presidential election that Donald Trump lost and Joe Biden won. Fox News went all in on the Stop the Steal. They brought on people like Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell talking about the voting machines and everything was screwed up and it was stolen from Trump, none of which was true. Well, unfortunately, that lawsuit has not reached the trial stage yet for some reason, years and years languishing in court, but Smartmatic filed a new motion in court this week, along with a lot of new evidence that had not been publicly disclosed previously. And they're asking the judge to go ahead and give us a ruling, basically give us the summary judgment holding them liable for the defamation. And if we go to trial, it's only going to be about the amount of money they got to pay us. And I got to tell you, Smartmatic, based on the documents they produced, the internal emails from Fox News hosts, they've won the case. Honestly, I wouldn't even be asking for summary judgment right now if I were you. I would just be asking the judge, hey, let's get this on the docket right now. Let's go to trial. We've got them where we want them. Let's nail their balls to the walls, folks. Because Fox is screwed. Not just financially with this lawsuit, their reputation as well. Because these internal emails from people like Jeanine Pirro, who of course happens to be Donald Trump's new U.S. attorney for D.C., had this to say in the emails. I believe that there's been no showing that Smartmatic engaged in any problem. And in an email to then RNC chair Ronna McDaniel, Pirro said, I work so hard for the party across the country. I'm the #1 watch show on all cable news all weekend. I work so hard for the president and party. Okay, so forget the fact that she knew Smartmatic did nothing wrong, but she continued to push it on her show. She just admitted that I work for the party, not for the public who I give news to. Like, she's admitting so much more than just that we're lying about the election. She's admitting that Fox isn't even close to being a news organization. It's an arm of the Republican Party campaign. And the reason I say that, the reason it's so important, is because there are very different laws regulating political campaigns versus a media outlet. A media outlet has far more legal protections than a campaign. The next Democrat that gets into that White House damn sure better revoke Fox News's license, like Trump threatens to do to everybody else. Time to fight fire with fire. But Fox is not a news outlet. Here you had a host on the air admitting, I work for the Republican Party. That is all you need to strip them of their media license and instead say, you can still operate. We're not taking you off the air, but you're not going to get the protections that a media company gets. You're going to abide by the same rules that a campaign or a political party has to abide by. That's what you have to do. That's what the next Democratic president of the United States needs to do immediately, based on Jeanine Pirro's admission in these emails. And of course, as Smartmatic points out in their lawsuit, Fox pulled her off the air because she wouldn't stop lying. But then there was another email, this one between Jesse Watters, sent to Greg Gutfeld, and Jesse Watters said, think about how incredible our ratings would be if Fox went all in on Stop the Steal. So you're admitting the thing that Smartmatic would basically have to prove at trial. One, that you knew it was false, and two, that you did it for your own personal financial gain. Jesse Watters himself just lost Fox that lawsuit. You just cost your network everything. I say just. Back in 2020, you lost the lawsuit. Honestly, all of the other emails, that's just, icing on the cake at this point. The main course, the entree, is Jesse Watters' statement there. Like, basically, we know it's not true, but imagine how the ratings would be, which ratings equal money, if we went all in on this. Smartmatic just won their case. So thank you very much, Jesse Waters. But here's the thing, and there's others too. I don't want to sit here and read them all. Let me tell you this. Dominion settled with Fox, and we got some pretty nasty emails out of that. That was hilarious. Dominion this week settled with Newsmax. Smartmatic, I am begging you, don't settle. Do not settle. I mean, look, I can't say for certain, but I'm like 99.9% sure you're going to win this case at trial. But more importantly, you have the ability to do something better. It's not just about you winning the money and rebuilding your reputation. You got to humiliate these Fox News hosts. You have to pull each and every one of them in these emails onto the stand and make them give testimony. Make them admit it so the public can see it. There is so much more at stake than just winning the money of the defamation lawsuit. You might have the potential to take down this whole goddamn network, or at least every current host on there. Do it. Do it for America. We need this. And you're the only people right now that have the ability to do it. So please, do not settle and do not let us down. Welcome to the Ring of Fire YouTube channel. I am Farron Cousins, the host of Ring of Fire here on YouTube. I don't know if this is your first time here, or maybe you're somebody who comes here every single day, but either way, let me tell you what's going on. Ring of Fire was actually started in the year 2004 by none other than our own America's lawyer, Mike Papantonio. And over the last 20 plus years, Ring of Fire has gone from being a 1-hour weekend radio program on Air America through a series of changes. Go Left TV, which we started back in 2007. We've been on the Young Turks network. And of course, this very YouTube channel here that started, obviously, as they all do, with no subscribers. And we've now ballooned to well over 1 million as we go on our way to that 2 million mark. So again, if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. Take a few minutes, look around. We have content that actually goes back 20 years. So there's lots to see, there's lots to do. And trust me, with the next 4 years of Donald Trump getting back in office, we will be here every day, every single day with fresh content for you to keep you informed about what's happening and, of course, to warn you of the potential dangers that Donald Trump poses as we approach his second term.